Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi. You are watching MNT News Network. Today is Sunday, and every Sunday we do this discussion in English. Today discussion is also in English, and the topic is very important topic, which is on our screen. The impact of Bihar High Court Judgement on caste-based census. And the speaker of today's is Mulnivasi Advocate Lokdeep Maurya, who is a Supreme Court advocate, New Delhi. We will be discussing this topic with him. But meanwhile, I would like to request that this MNT News Network, this is on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Wherever you are watching, you should like, subscribe, follow to your family, friends, and relatives, so that we can reach this MNT News Network to many people. Okay, let us invite our today's speaker on the screen and welcome him. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, very warm welcome to you, Lokdeep ji.
Jai Bhim, Jai Munivasi, Jai Munivasi to everyone. Thank you for inviting me. Yes.
Yes, I think today's topic is very interesting topic, and we want to all of us is want to know because this topic is a current topic. It's in current scenario in the current society. Everybody is very much eager to know about this caste-based census because the history of the caste-based census after the independence or after the implementation of the constitution until now still it's pending or still remaining the benefits of the caste-based census as per the constitution. So for our viewers, we want to give the complete introduction or a complete insight into the subject that the what was the this caste-based census which was filed into the High Court, Bihar High Court, Patna High Court. So let us know from the beginning then how it started, yeah, what was the context of starting it, and when it started, then how it progressed, how much time it has taken for the judgment, and in between that, what are the things has happened, and what is the current status of this judgment, what is the all judgment status, we want to know. So let us give the brief, discussion on this topic itself, and then we will move it, forward. Yes, please, Lokdeep ji. You can start from
Yes,
here.
yes. All this started in 2019 when EWS reservation was constitutionalized through this parliament.
Hmm.
Thereafter, we had in 2021 there was a meeting with the Prime Minister of Nitish Kumar and leader of opposition Tejasvi Yadav. They met
Hmm.
to Prime Minister in Delhi,
Yes.
and there they discuss about the caste census that we need to have a proper analysis of the population, that what part of population is OBC, what part of their and them are general. As we
Hmm.
know, the ST and SC are already known to us, but OBC population and general population are not known to us. In
Hmm.
present scenario, we are not talking about 1931, what was given by the British. That was a different on different stages and different conditions were there. So in this scenario, they talked to the prime minister, but they could not get anything. Thereafter, there is a change in the
Hmm.
government in 2022 when the Nitish and the opposition leader Tejasvi Yadav came together,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
this was the reason that caste census was the reason why they united, and they
Hmm.
proposed a plan for that in 2023. They initiated on 5th January. They issued a public notice, and on 7th January they started the trainings and all. Thereafter, the
Okay.
counting was started. It was all in
Hmm.
the plan of this government. When the Nitish government
Okay.
took U-turn and
Hmm.
joined this Tejasvi Yadav
Hmm.
RJD, that was the
Hmm.
main goal of their unity. They started it,
Yes.
and thereafter we see a movement in the political environment that
Yeah.
the same BJP was a kind of opposing it, but not voluntary or not publicly on the public platforms. That was because
Hmm.
the OBC population is the majority population in India. They
Yes.
almost occupy 50 to 60%. We do not know exact position.
Uh,
That's why
right.
I am roughly saying that we have
Yeah,
estimation
between
is
50 to
in
60%. Yeah.
that yes.
Yeah.
So this is the situation. Thereafter, I
And
have
in
heard
between,
that
what
the
happened?
counting was started. All the
Yeah.
teachers and in between, in between,
When
what
it was
happened?
filed a case.
There was nothing to say, but it started. The government officials were appointed. It was on
Yeah.
May, I think. May it started when the first was it was instituted in the High Court of Patna as a civil petition, and the first time it came before the
Civil
court,
case.
and the court in
Yeah.
4 5 hearings it said that that's why it stayed at that stage after hearing the petitioners, and
Mm-hmm.
on I think it was on I could not remember the date, but it
Mm-hmm.
was in
Okay.
May when it was stopped. The
May
counting was
2023.
stopped. I I am
Okay.
thinking. Let me confirm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Thereafter, there is a movement of government to the Supreme Court. They moved to Supreme Court for reconsidering this stay order. And the
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Court said that it is the matter of a state. Let high courts should take this their steps first. Thereafter,
Mm-hmm.
if you are not certified, we will consider it.
Okay.
Then the proceeding is of High Court continued on
Mm-hmm.
I think in August, 1st August they delivered the judgment, and they
Mm-hmm.
pronounced that we are not going to interfere in the government scheme, and
Mm-hmm.
that was the thing happened. And thereafter, in between, the counting was stopped on August 1st. When the order came, the government started the counting, and thereafter we have
Mm.
almost I think as today I know it is almost complete. We will see when it comes. So that is the
Ah,
situation
okay.
there.
So that is the current status of this case. Okay. So already the judgment is given. Yeah, and the High Court has said that they do not want to interfere into
Yes.
the government what they have decided. So caste-based census they didn't interfere and they let it go. And then I think the caste-based census is already complete also. Only I think the report publishing is remaining. Yeah, the process is already complete. Yeah, is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think it is almost complete.
Okay, almost complete. Yeah, yeah. So the next question is that do you think that this or what do you want to tell us that about the this caste-based census? Is it a constitutional? It is done. The caste-based census is done as per the constitution. Is it given into the constitution? That is the first thing. And if it is as per the constitution, then who are those people who are opposing it and why they are opposing it if it is as per the constitution is the supreme supreme document, supreme books for this law of the land, and we should follow it, and this is for the welfare of the people. Then who are those people who are against the constitution, who do not want to let the even caste based census happen? The census happen even for the animals, the even the trees, everything is known in the country, rivers, the minerals, all these things are known, that how much minerals we have in India, how many animals, trees, rivers, everything. But when it comes to the number of population of the OBCs, the caste-based census, then what happens? What's wrong with it? So please let us know whether it's as per the constitution. If it is as per the constitution, then who are those people who do not want to let us know the numbers? Who do not want to let us complete the caste-based census? Yes, please. Lokdeep ji.
So there are two questions you are asking to me. First, it is constitutional or not, and the
Yeah.
second thing is you want to know that. who are these people who are proposing this. So let us
Yes.
come on the first question: is it
Yeah.
constitutional?
Yeah.
When we say, talk about the constitutional, we should look at in the matter of the court.
Hmm.
When the Youth for Equality filed this case and they pointed few points, their main
Hmm.
proposition or issues were that this caste census will be burden on the funding and the economy for the government. And
Hmm.
second was that it is against the privacy. And third was that it will hamper the social fabric. The court observed these issues one by one and observed this that the social fabric is not issue, as we have Article 16, 15. All these are associated with the caste. We are giving reservation as per the caste. Then how can be it affecting the social fabric? And what about they asked about the expenditure. State government said that almost 500 crores have been expended on this issue, and they have a proper legislation for that. They have allocated a budget for that. That there is no issue, and it is a part of government that the government can make a survey or make a research on any part of the state list, whatever is provided in the Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India. The state government is authorized to have a survey on everything associated with the state. It is
Yeah.
not the part of the central government. And what was the third issue? I think it was a privacy. It was not privacy issue. A court has observed in this case that every neighbor in our society and every relatives of our society knows what I caste belong to. There is no doubt. My title tells about my caste. Everything is in the public domain. There is no issue of privacy. So these are the primary concern in the court. Now look at the constitutional provisions. We have entry number 80, 89 and 69. They claim that the survey of India and census are the part of uh, parliament in the list
Hmm.
one, but there are
Hmm.
provisions in the list 3 which says that the state and the center can do whatever their jurisdiction is there, they can do
Hmm.
in their jurisdiction. That is all clear about that. Okay, state can do whatever he wants to do in his state.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. And when you look at the article 245, it is
Hmm.
very clear
Hmm.
that the state will make laws for the state. It is state
Okay.
clearly.
Very good.
And Article 16 and 15 are there for the reservation in education system and employment.
Yeah.
Thereafter, we have Article 243 D and 243 T for municipal bodies and local bodies. They are
Yeah.
providing a reservation for caste based reservation. The Constitution itself provide for that.
Yeah.
and and there is nothing about that the caste is unknown to us. The constitution
Right.
already recognizes the caste. Caste is a principal unit for having social status.
Yeah.
So these are the things on the constitutional aspect. And talking about who are against this policy, who are not willing to disclose or do not want that
Don't
the
want it.
caste census should come in the public domain. It is very clear that there are two kind of people in India. One can be said as a indigenous, or other can be said as non-indigenous. These non-indigenous people feels they them for themselves that they are minority, but in actually
Hmm.
they are in majority in the government and all the fabrics of the governance system, whether it is judiciary, educational system, medical
Hmm.
system,
Yeah.
secretaries, cabinet, everything
Yeah.
is occupied by them. And
Everywhere.
they are afraid of these things. That's why
Hmm.
they are not willing to implement such kind of policy in the state. Why we haven't in 75 years we haven't such kind of survey. It was
Hmm.
earlier before independence. Why we
Hmm.
do not have today? Look where Jawaharlal Nehru, which caste he belonged to.
Hmm.
Thereafter, the leaders who are appointed as a prime minister and the cabinet ministers,
Mm-hmm.
who are they? Why they are opposing this kind of thing? And
Mm-hmm.
why Rahul Gandhi in present situation he is trying to take that issue in the as a political issue? We
Mm-hmm.
should consider all these things. When he is in opposition, he is pointing that we should have a OBC caste census and why he, when he was in the government, he didn't disclose this issue. And
Yes.
look at the
Yes.
thing that we had a consensus in 2011, and
Mm.
that time Congress was in the main
Power.
party
Yeah.
governance.
Yes.
It conducted the caste survey, but it didn't disclose the on a public platform.
Right.
So we consider these things, and we should find out that these people, who are they, these people, and why did judiciary is not favoring us. We should
Mm.
also consider these
That
things.
also. Right.
Who are
Who are
these
those?
people in the judiciary? They are
Yeah.
opposing this thing.
Yeah.
These are all this issue. I will clearly say that these are non-indigenous people,
Mm.
and if I say anything more, that will be make
No, no,
more
that's fine.
controversy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We should
They are
understand
non-Mul
these
Nivasi.
things.
Yeah, yeah, they
Ji.
are non-Mul Nivasi. They are, not non-aboriginals. They are not non-indigenous people who are everywhere. Either it's educational system, either it's executive, either it's judiciary, or any system you go, even it's a government system or it's a private system. It's either it's a railway or it's a, pharmaceuticals, medicals, whatever field we name it. Yeah, everywhere they are, and they, as you said, they are in the minority, but in the position, in the governance, in the system, they are in the majority. So they do not want to let this truth know that in the numbers they are in minority, but holding the position they are in the majority, in the governance they are in the majority. So I think
Yes.
rightly you said that who are these people, because unless we identify it, our Mulnivasi people, unless know it, because the first thing when you have to get your rights, you should know it, that from whom I have to take our rights, who are the those people who are not giving our constitutional rights, who are not implementing the constitution in the true spirit. So even after the 73 years of the
Indeed.
implementation of the constitution from 1950 itself, until now we are starving, we are struggling for getting the constitutional rights. Either it's our rights into the judiciary, either it's our rights into the IITs, IIMs, educational systems, or in the cabinets, or in the medical systems, or in the executive systems. Anywhere we are, everywhere struggling for that. So rightly you said. So we have identified that who are those people who do
Yes.
not, and as per the population, we know it that Mul Nivasi are almost approximately 90% people, 85 to 90%, and the non-indigenous people, non-Mul Nivasi people are only 10%. So they are such a, I think you can compare them, 10 and 90. It's nine
That would
times
be
Mul Nivasi are 9 times.
debatable. Unless we have a caste
Yeah,
census, we cannot know that.
we
Yes.
cannot know it. Yeah, and there is another thing also, just to note it, that okay, unless the constitution is done, you should, or everybody, it's a general sense, or you go in the world anywhere, in the any country, unless you the next you count it, you can base your data, you can give the rights on the basis of the previous data that is available to you. So if it is a
Yes.
1931 available data, as per that, if the 52% OBC are there, then at least they should give the reservation to 52% until they are going to complete this. Yeah, if it was the case, then they should have been, if they were doing the caste census very fast, even to show that they are less than 52% by hook and crook method. Anyway, let us moving forward to the next question, because so first thing, we have an introduction, we have a brief discussion on the topic, today's topic, that this caste-based census, how it was started, and how it was filed the case in the High Court, and it goes to the Supreme Court even, and then the judgment still stand that they are not going to intervene into the system, government system, what the caste-based census is going on. So they want to let it go. Then we come to the finding out that this is a constitutional. The process has been done as per the constitution, and those people who are the opposing people are the non-indigenous people. And the third question I would like to move that, okay, we know the problems, we know that who are the creator of the problems, who are the people who are not let us know the counting of the OBC people, who are not letting us implement the constitution. So the next question is that then how we can implement the constitution in the true spirit, how we can do the caste based census for the all state. It's not a matter of one state or two state, if one state and two state or three state or even the 50% of the states are given done the caste based census and given the reservation. But I think that if it is a justice, we come to the justice would be for the all, justice for the all states, not for the few states. So it should be done for the whole of the states. And this doing the caste based census for the whole of the state is not a matter of the one state. Yeah, it's for the whole country. So we need a national level party, I think, who can do the caste based census for the whole country, to give the justice to the whole country, to rebuild it, to make it a nation. Currently, the peoples who are divided into the caste system, unless we will bring them into the system, unless we give them the representation, how we are going to build this country, how we are going to build this nation, how we are going to progress it. If you are keeping the 90% population uneducated, not letting them into the system, how you will develop the country, how will progress into it. So the thing is that, is there any way forward to do the caste based census? Is there any parties? Because this is not a matter of the people. Yeah, it's a matter of the governance, it's a matter of the people who are in the power. Yeah, so it's a matter of the political party who will do the caste based census. So do you see from your side that, is there any there are many parties, but we know that those parties which are the non-indigenous people's party, either it's a BJP, it's a Congress, it's AAP, or it's a communist, whoever is that, they will not do the caste-based census. Yeah. So we are not focusing on them. Our focus would be that Mul Niwasi political party. Is there any Mul Niwasi political party who is in the national level, who has the intention to do the caste-based census? Because there are many Mul Niwasi parties also. They are in the just local level, in the state level only, one state, two state, single state. Yeah, but the intention is not there, because if it is there, then why they are doing the caste based census today? You are governing, you are in the system, you are becoming the chief minister from last 30, 40 years. Either you take the example of Bihar, you take the example of the UP, you take the example of the Jharkhand. Yeah, everywhere we have seen that either it's a Lalu Yadav, it's a Nitish Kumar, or it's a, you know it's
Stalin,
yeah, or it's a Soren, or it's a Sappa,
Akhilesh Yadav.
Akhilesh Yadav, or Mayawati. All this has done the governance for so long. Yeah, why they were not able to do the caste-based census and implement into the state? Yeah. So my question is straightforward. That, do you see any hope? Do you see any ray of hope that is there any party, national level party, who has intention to do the caste-based census? Based on that, who can give the OBC reservation more than 50%? They are more than 50% of reservation. They should get it. Then only we can deliver the justice. So I think you can please put the light on that one. Just let us
Yes,
know
yes.
your thoughts.
So you ask a generalized question that
Yes,
how can we achieve that uh, mm, your reservation or representation? Actually, what
yes,
we
representation.
representation,
Yeah, basically representation.
representation. And the second thing you ask about the parties, how
Mm.
parties, which are the parties through which we can achieve this goal.
Yeah,
So first, consider the first question that
yeah,
our constitution is a instrument for social transformation.
right.
It is an instrument. and there
Definitely.
are ways provided by the constitution through which we can achieve our goal, 90% reservation or 90% representation.
Yes.
So first thing is that we can move to parliament through
Yeah.
election.
Election.
That was you asking about which parties we should support and which party we should believe in.
Hmm.
And second thing is there are government agencies which are appointing the government officials, that is
Hmm.
civil services. It
Yeah.
is constitutional body. Look at this.
Constitution
We
body.
should
Yes.
consider this. This
Yes.
is the way through which we can move to that supreme
System.
power or mainstream. In the
Mainstream.
mainstream, we can move it to that.
Yeah.
And third is Article 32,
Article
that
32.
is through judiciary we can
Mhm.
achieve what we want through judiciary. So
Mhm.
these are the major uh, um, uh, provisions which are provided by the constitution through which we can get our goals to get the 90% representation.
Yeah.
And talking about the political party, again this is a very broad issue.
Yeah.
We can consider few parties such as uh, RJD, JDS,
Hmm.
Akhilesh Yadav's parties, that is SAPA,
Hmm.
and
Sapa.
Mamta, this
BSP.
Mayawati's party,
Mayawati.
BSP.
Hmm.
And thereafter, the Dravidian parties, that is led by Stalin. These are the
Stalin.
major parties which are representing us.
Yes.
And in Jharkhand, there is Soren parties.
Yeah. Jhammu.
Yes.
Jharkhand Mukti Morcha.
Yes, yes. So these are the at present situation. These are the state parties which are representing backward societies, and they
Right.
are boldly saying that we are needing our representation in the central system or central governance system. So these are the major parties. Again, there can be other option which is PPID, which is emerging party. I think we have it was registered in 2019. I where I
18.
could recall.
18.
Yeah, 18.
2008. Yeah.
So it fighted in 2019, but
Hmm.
it is still emerging party. We should hope that it is a as I know that it is a national party, and we can
Hmm.
hope that this party represents the Bahujan, and we
Hmm.
can hope that this party will lead us.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So I think I clarified you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You clarified that there are some institutions, either it's a judiciary, so we
Yes,
have to look into that how we can represent in the judiciary. Either
yes,
it's the IAS, IPS, this mainstream, how to reach to those positions.
yes.
Legislation, how we are going, how can we reach with the
Legislation.
legislation? Yeah, yeah. Even into the either it's a educational system. So how we can break those barriers? How can we reach in the position of chancellor, vice chancellor, and the
Yes,
professors in the IITs, IEMs, all colleges either for engineering, medicals, or the lawyers, or there are so many streams. Yeah, like these are the major things that we should look into that one.
look into.
And then,
Yes,
yeah, and then you said that as a political party you gave some names that these are the some of the party. It's up to us, it's up to the Mulnivasi, that they have to find out that who is the who is the
these
uh,
parties.
who are the party who will work in the favor of, or who will implement the tools of the the articles of the, or the line by line, the constitution. So this is the something that we have to look into that one. I think just I will put few lines for the to enforce or to support your statements, that this biggest question that when it comes, that when we have to choose, Baba Sahib said that, or the Buddha, or Jyotiba Phule, or so many all you know Sant Redas or Sant Kabir, everybody has said that unite. Yeah, but
Yes,
to unite, we need a party. Now in the so many parties, it becomes difficult for the people that how to unite, because we have to get this justice. Yeah, we have to get this caste based census done, and we have to get our representation into the all fields, in the all institutions. Just to enforce your statement, I will like to say that for uniting, people are already somewhere united, but until now, even after 73 years of the implementation of the constitution, they haven't got the rights. Yeah, they haven't the caste-based census done. So to do it, I think they should look the right party, and the right party is how they can choose is to choose that the party must be based on the ideology, the ideology of the equality, liberty, and fraternity, or the based on the justice. Those Mulnivasi or indigenous people's party. The second thing I will say that they must have a morality of the implementation of the constitution, that we call the constitutional morality. If the
Yeah.
party doesn't have a constitutional morality, they will sit in the chair, and and how we have passed these many years, the same is going to continue. Yeah, our people will remain in the same situation. They will be starving for the rights. So the ideology and the constitutionalism, and then identity. We the people, indigenous people, are having the identity crisis. Even we don't know that we are divided into the 7,000 of the caste, more than 6,700 caste. Yeah. So to make the one society a homogeneous society, you to produce the brotherhood or the fraternity among the people, we need identity, a single identity. Yeah. So that is the identity that you already pointed out, the indigenous identity. Yeah, Mul
Yes, yes.
Nivasi identity. So if they know that their DNA is same, they come from the same family, they come from the same sabhyata or kalachar, from the same Sindhu Ghati sabhyata, if they will not know their history, then they will, I think, they will remain fragmented, they will remain into the separated. So I think these are the few things that I was just enforcing your statement, that when they are choosing the party, then they should look into these points also. And Baba Sahib has a very famous statement that those political party whose non-political wings are not working into the society, then their politics will not be success. If you look the success of the BJP Congress, it's not just they are the political party. There are lots of wings. They are working in the society, many ways. So that's how they have reached into the society. So if we look our political party, then we should ask that our political party, do they have the non-political wings? Do they go to the society 365 days? Do they work between them? Do they have a social organization? Do they have a organization for students? Do they have a organization for the employed? They have do they have the organization for the our culture? All these things, because political party is not going to work into all this field. They have a organization for the religious, you know so all these things, if they have a offshoot wings, like as you said, the PPID, I think, is the party who is emerging, who is the mother organization is BAMSEF, and it has a offshoot wings. So they should look into that. I was just giving a parameters that how to choose an organization to at least get this caste based census done and to get the constitutional rights. I think, I hope that we both of us has tried to discuss the points, as much as possible into the 30 minutes.
Yes.
I will be very thankful. I'm very thankful to you that you joined this discussion, and you have given sufficient details, and put lights on this subject. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will be in touch. We will be inviting you on some other subjects in whenever we need it. So thank you so much. Yeah, Jai Bhim, Jai Mal Nivasi, Jai Samvidhan, Jai Bharat.
Jai Bhim, Jai Mulwasi, sir.
Yes. Uh, Friends, so you saw the today's discussion. I think with this, I will announce the tomorrow's discussion. That tomorrow also there will be same time 8:30. There will be a discussion in Hindi. The tomorrow topic will be, so tomorrow is Monday, 4th September. Tomorrow is संविधान विरोधी नीतियों के लिए भाजपा से गठबंधन करने वाले मूल निवासी बहुजन नेता जिम्मेदार. संविधान विरोधी नीतियों के लिए भाजपा से गठबंधन करने वाले मूल निवासी बहुजन नेता जिम्मेदार। इस पे जो वक्ता होंगे मूल निवासी अशोक कुमार जी और मूल निवासी चरण सिंह कालका जी, जो एक झारखंड से है और दूसरे हरियाणा से है, वो हमारा मार्गदर्शन करेंगे। सो प्लीज डू वॉच दिस also on 8:30 every day. You join, like, follow, and subscribe this MNT News Network. With this, जय भीम, जय मूल निवासी, जय संविधान, जय भारत।
MNT न्यूज नेटवर्क को सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक और फॉलो करना ना भूलें। साथ ही बेल आइकॉन दबाकर जन जागृति की मुहिम में जुड़े रहें।